F1 Ranked is a cruel, unforgiving torture device that sucks the life and joy out of every single person that plays it. Let's play some more. Where are we today? We're at Spain. We start P11 out of 11. 5 lights. Lights out and away we go. Is it a good start? Well, it can't be a bad start because there's no one to overtake us. Straight up into P10 off the line. We'll consider that a success. We could get P9 into turn 1. Surely there's going to be some carnage down towards the braking zone. There absolutely is. Jesus Christ, I'm up into P5. Okay, are we going to take P4 through turn 3? Absolutely we are. Down towards turn number 4. Fucking hell, we're in P4.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Okay. That start was okay, Mark. What the fuck does he want from me? Onto the main straight we go, end of lap number 1. We're right behind P3, M&M, great name. It looks like we're going to be challenging P3 down towards turn number 1. He's got slipstream off P2. We won't be able to challenge M&M, but it looks like we might be able to challenge Super into turn 1. He's going to move across on us ever so slightly. There was a small gap. I went for it. It didn't work out. That's my mistake, but we don't get any damage, so we can continue without any issue. No need to go to the comments to judge my driving. Into the absolutely disgusting chicane that I hate with a passion. Super has a moment, and we're going to get right into the back of him as we head down towards turn number 9. Inside line, we have a look, but obviously can't really make a move there. But we are going to get DRS down the straight. Inside line for the following corner. It should be an easy pass for P3, and it is. I don't think he had anything to fight with me with. Now we can chase down M&M and potentially P1. On lap number 3, we set a purple sector 1, so we're showing our pace. We are catching P1 ever so slightly. We've got DRS on M&M for P2. We're obviously not going to pass him into this corner. We're going to wait for the main straight and take him down towards turn number 1. All we've got to do is stick behind him, not make a mistake, not, lose ground on him. This will be an easy pass. I doubt he's got the straight line speed I do, with the help of DRS and ERS. Into the final corner, we carry so much more speed than him, actually hitting the back of him somehow, but it's not going to matter. We don't have any damage. We set the fastest lap of the race as we have DRS on him. He's going to push us to the outside, leave us just enough room, and it's an easy pass for P2. We've closed the gap to 2.5 seconds on P1, so surely with 2 laps to go, we should at least be within fighting distance of him on the final lap. Obviously I can't win a race in exciting fashion though, so coming through this horrible chicane, this is exactly why it's horrible, because I'm bad at it, so I hate it. It's a bad corner because I'm not very good at it. We've lost position to M&M, we're going to have to pass him once more. The win is now gone, but we can still get P2. We're going to wait behind M&M and pass him in exactly the same way as we did on the previous lap. Through the final corner he gets a much better run this time, but it shouldn't matter too much. We should have the straight line speed. We've proven we've got the straight line speed on him. This time we're going to go to the inside for turn number 1. Just about pulling alongside him. We don't want to use too much ERS to defend on the final lap. Inside line for turn number 1. Outside line for turn number 2. And he's taken me out. I'm pretty sure I left him plenty of room, and somehow I've dropped down to P5. We should be able to hold on to P5 on the inside of turn number 4. I was sure I left him enough room. Apparently not enough room in M&M's eyes. I don't want to claim that he took me out, so I won't. But in this modern era of Formula 1, there's always got to be someone at fault. That's how it works. And it wasn't me. So after that sensational bit of driving by M&M, it may or may not have been his fault. Obviously I can't say for certain. We're now battling for a podium place on the final lap. We try an audacious dive on the outside of turn 10. Obviously that's not going to work out, and it's very unlikely we're going to be getting this podium position. Annoyingly, M&M is going to finish ahead of us. He's actually, staying ahead of us, so we have to watch him beat us, which is even more humiliating. Through the final corner, we get a better run compared to P3. Try and have a run towards the line, but there's just not enough track between the final corner and the finish line. We're going to finish an annoying P4, and arguably that should have been a comfortable P2 at least. I say arguably, it should have been. You know what, I'll see if I can find the race replay of that overtake so we can have a look at who was at fault. If I can find it, it'll be in the video.
Brainless. Well, from who?
Once again, we're in Spain. We're in P12 out of 18, so once again a disappointing qualifying in the mid-pack this time, so we're probably going to be killed into turn 1. Lights that, and away we go. Pretty average start. We've got a horrible 2024 Renault looking car on our inside. Let's just watch the carnage unfold. Yep, that's... You know what? There's drama, but that's a lot cleaner than I was expecting, to be honest. Up into P9, straight off the bat. Into P8 on the inside of someone through turn number 3. And I'll be really honest. For an F1 ranked race, that's one of the cleanest first corners I've ever seen. We now find ourselves behind Captain Black, who, as we saw, has significant damage and is holding me up quite significantly. I kind of want to get past him as soon as possible, but also I don't want to just dive at any corner because I will be taken out. Coming through turn 9 onto the straight, this should be an easy pass for us. He's going to run wide. We're going to get a better run, and yep, we're going to cruise past it. Up into P7. Another pretty successful lap 1. Now hopefully we can stretch our legs and move through this field. First up on our hit list is Evad, but I'm just going to call him Evad. That's a strange name. On the back of him through turn number 9, we should be able to take him down towards turn number 10. We've got DRS on him, and it's a incredibly smooth overtake. Into the line for the corner. He's not going to have anything to fight it on the outside. Straight up into P6. On to the next one. You incompetent I think I'm going to get absolutely swamped down this straight, and you know what? I deserve it. We do actually have a bit of a lead though. Are we going to defend? We are going to defend into turn 1. Inside line for the corner. Really? 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 I spun there? Well, I think that's fair. I've been taken out, but I've also taken myself out, so, you know, I can blame someone, but also you guys can laugh at me. On to the final lap now. We somehow don't have damage, despite that weird spin. Find ourselves in P8, it's going to be P7 as we go through, I think, the guy leading the race. That's unfortunate for him. But we've left ourselves with 1 lap to make up for the hell that's happened to us this race. And it looks like we might be able to do it actually. Someone ahead of us has definitely got damage. We're going to dart the inside of turn number 5. Straight up into P6 we go. We've got Everett next up ahead of us. Hopefully he's got damage because I would love to beat him this race. Judging by the pace difference, I'm guessing he does have damage. I wonder if that was from my car. But we are rapidly running out of corners to overtake him, particularly overtaking corners. We've only got about 4 corners left to go, but we do have DRS on him. Get onto the back of him through turn number 10, and yeah, he's definitely not got a front wing on that car. We're going to anticipate the understeer, and we're going to sneak up the inside of him through turn number 12 into P5 somehow. I do not know how I've recovered the P5, but you know what? We beat the guy that took us out. P5. How the fuck has that happened? Can I please have one race where I don't get taken out and I don't throw it away myself? We're in Austria. 5 cars on the grid. We qualified P5 because we invalidated our lap time, obviously. It's been a shocking start. We hit the back of P4 into turn number 1. We're going to stay P5, but surely at this track it's easy to overtake. Please, can we win one race? Can I please be a little bit more aggressive in overtaking Connor? Get a move on. Lap 1 was a write-off. We didn't make any moves. We didn't do anything. But on to the second lap. This is where our charge begins. 4 laps remaining, 4 cars to overtake, 1 at a time. Chaos Storm's up first into the hairpin. Aggressive under braking. We're going to bump sideways with him. And actually, thanks to Everett again, Chaos Storm is going to be an easy person to pass because his momentum is halted like he's hit a brick wall. Hopefully Everett doesn't take me out this time. That would be nice of him. On to the third lap. We set the fast lap of the race, so we have pace compared to this grid. Through turn number 1, we're going to try and make a move towards the hairpin, but we are in a bit of a DRS train, so it may be difficult to pass Everett. And yeah, we definitely don't have the straight line speed difference on him, but P1 and 2 are fighting, so the win is definitely on here. We're going to try and get a good exit out of the hairpin, hitting the back of Everett ever so slightly, but we don't get that good exit. And with the DRS that he's got, it's going to be difficult to pass him. We are close on to the back of him though, down towards turn number 4. Outside line, are we going to think about a cutback? We did, but he hugs the line so tightly, we're just going to go around the outside of him, into the line for the following corner, and that's going to be P3. He doesn't take us out. 2 cars to pass, 2 laps to do it. Fusion was clearly feeling the charge as through the final 2 corners he runs wide and kind of just lets me through. I almost hit the back of him and end my race immediately. Through the final corner, we set another fastest lap of the race up into P2. We move across on Fusion because I honestly thought he had just fallen behind me. That's my bad, but the important thing is we get the move done, leaving us with 2 laps to chase down the leader. I immediately knew I was in a shot of this race win when I watched P1, who didn't really know what a racing line was. He was all over the track despite me being 6 tenths behind him, and thanks to that, as we come to the hairpin, we're going to be directly behind him with DRS, and shortly we should be able to challenge him down towards turn number 4. We decide against using our ERS. We're going to save it for the final lap because this should be an easy win. Surely I don't throw this away. We don't manage to get the move done through turn number 4, but through turn number 5 we're right on the back of him, side by side up towards turn number 6. He's on the inside line, he's going to run deep, we're going to get the cutback on him to take the lead of the